A TikTok user named Guayi shared a disturbing video recorded near a dark roadside area. According to the text shown in the clip, locals believed something strange had been seen near the community of La Cieneguita. At first, the footage is shaky and difficult to make out, but as the flashlight moves through the brush, something begins to appear in the darkness. This is what was recorded. The camera is pointed toward a patch of thick brush beside the road. Hidden between the branches, something appears to be standing completely still. Watch closely.
Yo vivo por aquí. ¿Te ayudamos en algo? Buscamos a la policía. Vamos.
A tall, human-like figure can be seen standing among the trees. Its head appears pale and reddish beneath the flashlight, while the rest of its body remains partially concealed behind the dry grass and branches. Most unsettling of all, the figure never appears to move.
¿Te podemos ayudar en algo? Señor.
Maybe it was only a person standing among the trees. It could have been a mannequin, a scarecrow, or something deliberately placed there to frighten anyone passing by. But if you encountered this on a dark road at night, would you have stayed long enough to find out what it was, or turned around the moment you saw it standing there? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Paranormal investigator Sino Paranormal shared a short video recorded from inside a vehicle late at night. The road is dark, deserted, and surrounded by thick brush. But as the headlights sweep across the roadside, the people inside the car notice something standing in the darkness. This is what they recorded. At first, the shape could easily be mistaken for a rock, a post, or an ordinary object caught in the headlights. But as the vehicle moves closer, it begins to look disturbingly human. A white, human-shaped figure appears to be standing completely still beside the road. It doesn't turn, step away, or visibly react. It simply remains there as the vehicle passes. It could have been an ordinary person dressed in white. But on a road this dark, in a place that appears completely deserted, seeing someone standing motionless in the headlights would be enough to make the entire encounter feel wrong. Maybe it really was only someone standing beside the road. But why would anyone be out there alone, dressed in white, without moving as a vehicle passed? Was this merely a strange roadside encounter, or did the camera capture something much harder to explain? Let me know your thoughts on this one. A TikTok user named Fajar Ramadan shared a short video recorded inside what appears to be a long, empty corridor late at night. The hallway is brightly lit, and at first, nothing seems unusual. But the uploader draws attention to one particular spot on the right side of the corridor. This is what was recorded. The camera points straight down the empty hallway, but inside the circled area, near the pillars on the right, something dark appears to be standing in the shadows. Watch closely. A dark, human-like shape can be seen between the pillars. It doesn't step forward or move toward the camera. Instead, it simply remains there, partially concealed within the darkest part of the corridor. Maybe it was only a shadow, a dark doorway, or an ordinary object near the side of the building. But in a silent hallway like this, seeing a motionless shape standing between the pillars would be enough to make anyone look twice. So, was this merely the darkness playing tricks on the camera? Or was someone, or something, watching from the side of the corridor? A Reddit user says their dog suddenly began barking sometime between 2 and 3 in the morning. When they checked their Ring camera, they expected to see an animal somewhere in the backyard. But instead, the camera had recorded something they still couldn't explain. This is what was captured. At first, the yard appears to be completely empty. But in the darkness, a small white light can be seen floating near the back of the property. The uploader says their yard backs onto an empty paddock, so no one should have been walking around there at that hour. Watch closely. The small light appears to hover in the darkness, moving just enough to stand out from everything else in the yard. It could simply be an insect close to the camera, dust reflecting the infrared light, or a glare inside the lens. But then, the footage becomes even stranger. A few moments later, something appears near the fence. Watch the right side of the fence. A dark, figure-like shape appears to move through the fence line, even though the uploader says there is no gate or access point in that area. Strangely, it appears close to the same location where the small light had been moving only moments earlier. Maybe the light was only something small passing close to the camera, and perhaps the figure was nothing more than a shadow or movement beyond the fence. But if there really was no gate there, how did it seem to come through from the other side? Was this merely a trick caused by infrared light? Or did the camera capture something entering the yard at 3 in the morning? A TikTok user named Paprika shared a creepy video recorded late at night along a narrow, deserted lane. In the distance, a red stall can be seen beneath a bright light. At first, nothing appears to be moving, but the person recording keeps the camera fixed on that one location. This is what was captured. For several seconds, no one can be seen, but as the camera zoom in, a mysterious figure can be seen emerging from behind the red stall. Watch closely.
Awas sedih. Ngeblur tuh. Demi Allah, itu anjing bener Imam dek modal. Dek modal. Ngeblur, Cok. Ngeblur, Cok. Demi Allah. Atau sih? Atau tembok. Ikutan yuk.
A mysterious figure can be seen standing still behind the red stall. No motion, just standing still and watching.
Anjing itu. Dari saya ikir, ningali di jum, Riz. Awas sini, awas sini. Demi Allah, itu anjing bener emang dek modal. Dek modal.
Ngeblur, Cok. Ngeblur, Cok.
Di demi Allah. Apa sih? Atau tembok? Ikutan yuk.
Maybe it was simply someone standing behind the red stall, partially concealed by the darkness. But if the lane was empty and no one was seen approaching that spot, where did the ghostly figure come from? Was this merely an ordinary person hiding behind the stall late at night? Or did the camera capture something far more disturbing and difficult to explain? A TikTok user known as Hamel shared a strange video recorded on a beach late at night. The ocean is dark, the waves are barely visible, and the only real light comes from the moon reflecting across the water. At first, it seems like nothing more than a quiet recording of the shoreline, until something in the surf begins to draw attention. This is what was recorded.
This lady comes up to us, asks us if she wants us to take a picture of us.
At first, it could easily be mistaken for a person standing in the shallow water, but the longer the camera remains focused on it, the stranger it begins to look. The dark shape barely seems to move, even as the waves shift around it.
This lady comes up to us, asks us if she wants us to take a picture of us, and then
A dark, human-like figure appears to be standing alone in the surf. It doesn't wave or walk toward the shore. It simply remains there, surrounded by the dark water. But then, only moments later, something changes.
and she's by herself. It's not very small.
I mean, they must know this water.
Jeremy,
You don't know the water. You don't know.
she's standing up.
She's in like below the grave on the house.
Jeremy, tell the shark show. Is she coming back yet? That was very, very dumb.
It might be her home. No bullshit aside.
Jeremy, somebody turned into a mermaid. Just wait a minute.
The camera remains focused on the same area, but the shape becomes increasingly difficult to find. One moment, something appears to be standing in the water. Then, as the waves and shadows shift, it seems to disappear completely. Take a look.
She's standing up.
She's in like below the grave on the house.
Jeremy, tell the shark show. Is she coming back yet? That was very, very dumb.
It might be her home. No bullshit aside.
Jeremy, somebody turned into a mermaid. Just wait a minute. Where is it? Are you serious, Tim? What did she have in each of her hand? A dead fish? Did she go under? Jeremy, she's gone. Jeremy, she's gone.
It could have been a person standing farther out in the surf. It may also have been a post, floating debris, or another dark object caught in the water. But in the moonlight, and from this distance, the shape looks disturbingly human. Maybe it really was nothing more than something in the ocean. But if that's true, why did it look so much like someone standing there alone in the middle of the night? Was this merely a trick created by the waves and moonlight? Or did Hamel capture something watching from the surf? What do you think? A TikTok user known as Real D's Dark Adventures shared a disturbing video recorded near a dark, wooded field. At first, it seems like they are simply filming the distant tree line, but after reviewing the footage, they realize that something may have been standing there the entire time. This is what they recorded.
Yes, I see it. Right here. Hold on. I told you I was seeing something.
At first, the shape is extremely easy to miss, blending almost perfectly into the dark trees behind it. But near the edge of the field, something black appears to be standing upright, completely still. Watch closely.
I told you I was seeing something.
Something moving right there, black. Right towards us.
That's way in there, guys. Hold on. That's tall. Okay, this is up to my chest. Hello? What is that? Hello?
A A tall, dark figure appears to be standing alone near the woods. It doesn't resemble an ordinary tree stump, and it doesn't seem to be part of the surrounding brush. Instead, it almost looks like something silently watching from the edge of the field. But then, the shape begins to look even stranger.
That's not a dude.
No.
That's not a person. That's tall. Hello? It's blinking in and out, dude. It just did some
Right
weird
there.
cloaky thing. It's getting taller and cloaky weird.
Yes.
You could see its knees going up.
It's moving. It's moving. We got it right there.
What is happening? Hello?
Hello?
As the camera continues recording, the figure seems to change its shape. One moment, it appears tall and upright. Then, only seconds later, it looks much lower to the ground, almost as though it is crouching or transforming into something else.
It stopped. What is it stopping for? Oh my God, what's it
Now
doing?
it's moving fast.
It's doing so. Oh my God, I'm excited. Sorry.
No, you're good. It's moving. See, guys?
It's blinking like I just saw the tree behind it. Like it's see-through. What is it doing?
Mine is so pixelated. I mean, it's not
It's pixelated. There's nothing you can
but-
do. Look, you could. Oh! What am I catching right now? Guys, it's so far away. I can't help that. But it's doing something.
It could simply be an animal moving through the grass, or even a person standing near the woods. But the way the figure repeatedly changes shape and then suddenly becomes still makes the footage deeply unsettling.
It's doing something. Like cloaky-wise. It gets really, really dark.
It's moving. It's moving.
What is it?
It's moving towards
It
the
looks like a
car. It kinda
dog.
looks like-
It's got dog man face, dude. Hello? It stopped. Oh my God, it
Okay,
ducked.
Now it ducked.
Maybe it was only an animal at the edge of the forest. But if that is true, why did it appear to stand upright, change its shape, and then stop as though it knew it was being watched? Was this merely something natural moving through the field? Or did the camera capture something much stranger hiding near the tree line? What do you think? Let me know down below in the comments. A TikTok user named Julia says she was staying in an Airbnb with her children when she began hearing something strange inside the house. According to Julia, a voice kept calling out for Mom. At first, she assumed it was one of the children, but when the sound continued, she grabbed her phone and began recording. This is what she captured.
I'm staying in this Airbnb.
Who says I'm judging you? You are.
Oh my God. I've been hearing noises this whole time. And I just heard somebody say, Mom. My kids are supposed to be asleep. So... Guys, did y'all call me? Did y'all say Mom? I heard Mom, dude. I'm gonna check on John.
In the recording, a faint voice can be heard coming from somewhere inside the house. Julia checks the bedroom and looks toward the hallway, but none of the children appear to be awake. Listen closely. Now feeling unsettled, Julia gets up and begins searching the Airbnb. She walks through the hallway, checks the bedrooms, and looks around the rest of the house to see whether anyone else is there.
I could have sworn I heard somebody say Mom. He's locked down. TV's not even on. Shut the up, dude.
But Julia finds no one. The children still appear to be asleep, and the rest of the house looks completely empty, making the mysterious voice even harder to explain.
Shut the up, dude. What?
Did y'all come out? And don't lie. I'm gonna have to sleep with y'all. Something's going on. Okay, yeah. I'm done.
What? What? What?
After the video gained attention, Julia posted an update answering questions about what happened. She explained that this was not her own home, but an Airbnb where she had been staying. According to Julia, the sound was strange enough that she felt she had to start recording.
Video of what I think personally was a mimic. I turned up the TV because I was by myself in that room and I was scared because I was already hearing noises. So I turned up the freaking TV. So when I heard that I had heard that at least 3 times before I started recording. And it sounded like Mom each time. Another thing that was pointed out, right? I read several comments about the figure at the bottom of the stairs. Yes, I saw it.
What? What? What?
Now, when I was actually up on top of the stairs looking down, I saw what looked like a shadow. Like I saw something.
But days later, Julia uploaded another disturbing video. This time, something strange had allegedly been seen outside. At first, she believed it was one of the dogs, until she realized that it wasn't. Watch closely.
What is it?
Oh, I heard some strange odd noises over there.
Like in the trees or what?
I'm not too sure.
What'd you hear?
I just heard some strange.
Were the dogs out?
No.
Let me see anything in the trees. What is
Holy
that?
racket.
What is that? What is that? What is it? Angie, what the is that? Hold on.
For a moment, a dark shape can be seen near the yard. It initially appears low to the ground, which is why Julia mistakes it for one of the dogs. But as the camera moves, the shape begins to look unusual enough to make her question what she actually saw. Watch closely.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Hold on. It's gone. Oh no. Get inside. Get inside, please.
It could have been an animal, a moving shadow, or something passing near the fence. But after hearing an unexplained voice inside the Airbnb only days earlier, seeing something strange outside made the entire situation feel even more disturbing. Maybe the voice came from one of the children talking in their sleep, and perhaps the shape outside was only an animal moving through the yard. But if both incidents happened at the same Airbnb, what was calling out from inside the house? And what was moving outside in the darkness? This strange and terrifying hotel security footage was shared by the account 30-Second Crime Stories. The camera appears to be recording an empty hotel room or service area late at night. At first, nothing seems unusual, but only seconds into the video, something inside the room begins to move. This is what the camera recorded.
Видел, какой шайтан ходит.
Тихо,
за тобой.
не матюкайся, давай, снимай. Я вам говорю, это не серьезно.
The room appears to be completely empty, but near the left side of the frame, a wheeled object slowly begins moving on its own. It rolls into the middle of the room, and then suddenly comes to a stop.
Тихо, не матюкайся, давай, снимай только. Я вам говорю, это несерьезно. Высота, посмотри.
Стой, ну это что такое?
The object appears to roll forward by itself, even though no one can be seen anywhere near it. There are no visible hands, no one enters the room, and nothing obvious appears to push it across the floor. But the footage doesn't end there. What happens next is really bone-chilling. Take a look.
Высота, посмотри.
Стой, ну это что такое?
Смотри сейчас дальше. Этот говорит сквозняк.
For nearly half a minute, everything remains completely still. Then, at the back of the room, the open door slowly begins to close. Take a look.
Все. Откроется обратно. Да?
The door gradually swings shut, even though the room still appears to be empty. Of course, it could have been caused by air pressure, a draft, or a loose door. But when it happens after the wheeled object has already moved on its own, the footage becomes much harder to dismiss. TikTok user Melody was recording herself late at night when she suddenly heard something behind her. At first, she assumed it was only her dog moving around in the darkness, but after watching the footage back, she noticed something in the room that made the video far more disturbing. This is what she recorded.
It doesn't matter how much makeup I put on my face, it looks like I don't have enough makeup on. Like, how am I so shitty at makeup? Like, what the heck? This is bleach, by the way. Bleach. Let's take this makeup off. I don't want to. It's like, how could I be worse than this? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Oh, my dog scared me. Can you see her? She's down there. Right down there. Remember the little dog I found? Alive and well. I don't know why she's pretending like she wants to be on that dog bed. And lay down. Okay. Because normally she just wants to be on that bed. Period, girl.
At first, nothing unusual immediately stands out. Melody hears a noise, looks over her shoulder, and tries to remain calm. But viewers soon notice something hidden in the darkness behind her. Watch closely.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
In the darkness behind Melody, a faint, face-like shape appears to come into view. It is extremely difficult to see at first, but once the footage is brightened, it almost looks like someone is standing at the back of the room, silently watching her. A few days later, Melody posted a follow-up after numerous viewers told her they could see someone behind her. This time, she shared a brighter and closer look at the same moment. Take a look.
Some people were commenting on my last TikTok where there's obviously someone walking behind me that you can't see them. And I'm like, turn up your brightness. And some people are like, I still can't see anything. So we're going to look at it together. Look at this area right here. Did you see that? Like right here. Let me zoom in again. That was so quick. You had to have seen it. And then I posted the long video, like the whole actual video. Just pay attention back here. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna try to pause it where okay, you guys, look, it's right there. Can I zoom in? Okay, I'm super zoomed in here. Pay attention right here. I know you can see that. What is that?
The mysterious shape appears near the dark doorway, directly behind where Melody had been sitting. It never clearly moves, and it could simply be a shadow or an ordinary object inside the room. But from this angle, it looks disturbingly similar to a human face. Then Melody posted something even stranger. Following the first 2 videos, she says her front camera began sending motion alerts in the middle of the night. This is what the camera showed.
If anyone knows this man, let me know because he looks crazy. I think someone followed me to my front door when I got home last night. I pull up, it's like past 2 a.m. I get in the house, lock the doors, get in the shower, get ready for bed. I get a notification on my phone from the camera out front saying motion detected. At 2:51 a.m. motion detected. I don't pay for a subscription, so I'm not able to like play it back, but it has like a little thumbnail. So I screenshot the thumbnail, zoom in. After that, because you can talk through the camera, I YouTubed man voice saying like hello, so I could play it through the thing so they could think it's a man in here. That's all I could come up with, in case he was still out there. I don't know. Wait, I was just watching the live thing till I fell asleep.
In the camera preview, a strange, face-like image appears directly in front of the lens. Melody asks who it is, but there is no clear explanation for why someone, or something, would be standing so close to her front camera at nearly 3 in the morning. Maybe the first appearance was nothing more than shadows inside a dark room. And perhaps the security camera image was only a person distorted by standing too close to the lens. But after hearing something behind her, discovering what looked like a face in the darkness, and then receiving a late-night motion alert, Melody was left with the same questions as everyone watching. Who was standing behind her?